smoker out. Today we're going to be smoking some turkey legs and some pheasants. We went on a pheasant hunt earlier in the year. I believe it was around the end of March. A couple of us got together. We went out. We went on a pheasant hunt at a preserve. We got several pheasants. We had a lot of fun during the hunt, and I knew back then that what I wanted to do was smoke a couple once the weather got better. And also, in the springtime, I filled 2 turkey tags. I bought both tags this year in Pennsylvania. I got both my turkeys. I feel fortunate to do that. So now it's time to do some smoking. So right now we got the turkey legs and the pheasants have been soaking in a brine solution. They've been soaking for about 16 hours. There's tons of recipes for brine. Basically it's just salt, water, and sugar with anything else you want to throw in. And me, I'm one of these guys, I kind of wing it. I just throw stuff in there. So it's had ketchup, mustard, garlic powder. I have all kind of stuff in the brine solution. So we're going to be getting those birds out. We're going to be drying them off. And we're going to be getting this smoker fired up, getting things ready to do some smoking. Got some hickory wood. We'll be using hickory for this. I'm going to put this stuff in here and get things cooking. We add more wood as we need it. Alright, so we got everything that's been soaking in here for 16 hours in this brine. Now, I'll tell you right up front, I really am not an expert at this stuff. This is just something I basically experiment at. So I've been scouring the internet, trying to find recipes and different ways of doing this. A lot of people put bacon on when they smoke to keep it, keep the bird moist. Because there's not a lot of grease. Now the legs and the pheasants are skinless. There's no skin on them. So what we got to do, got to try to keep them so they don't dry out as much. So we're going to coat each one with some canola oil. So I've got a bowl here. Put some canola oil in it. We're just going to roll them around and try to get some, oil all over them. And then one of the things they say is to pat it dry. Let me get a paper towel here. We'll do that. It may help the oil stick better. Not really sure. I basically totally wing it when I do stuff like this. When I come up with recipes and stuff, I just add a little of this, a little of that. I just put a lot of different things in the recipe that, even though it didn't call for it. Actually, this brine, I heard a lot of different measurements that you use. One of them said that you use a cup of salt for a gallon of water, half a cup of salt. Now, I didn't use kosher salt. I used just regular table salt. That's all I had. And I had 3/4 cup of table salt. And I added that to a gallon of water. And I also mixed other stuff in there. Put vinegar in there, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard. Hot sauce, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce. I just mixed a bunch of stuff in the marinade. So I'm going to coat this bird with oil, try to get him, so that he won't get so dry. Bowl here. I don't have a lot of room here or counter space. I'm going to try to make do best we can. Now after we coat these with oil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of rub on them. Some garlic pepper and this stuff here called dillo dust. Actually, a lady at work gave this to me. It's a dry rub. So we're going to put a little bit of that on it after we coat them with oil. I don't know if we really need to pat them dry since they're going to be soaked with oil anyway. This one's really tore up. These things really have a bad color to them after they soak in that brine. Kind of gives them just a bad look. So we're going to get them all prepped up here. We'll let that smoker get up to temp and we'll pop them in there. We got 3 pheasants and 2 legs. Well, drumsticks, legs, I don't know what you call them. Making a little bit of a mess here. Have you noticed my shirt? I got a couple shirts made up. I don't know. I'm still debating on that online store. I'm not really sure a lot about, running a store, how that even works. I've been ordering a few things. I'm just ordering a couple of each thing. For example, these shirts, I think I only have 2 large, maybe 3 or 4 extra large shirts. That's all I got made up. They're rather expensive to get made up, and I wasn't sure how well they would sell. So if I get that store up and running, I'll be sure to do a video on it. If you guys ever want to, if you just want to order stuff, we'll see how it goes. We'll start out little. I'm getting some window decals made also. I believe they're 5-inch. Haven't got to call them. I got a couple different hats made. I just got like maybe 1 or 2 samples of a couple different colors of hats and stuff like that. So when I get the store set up, hopefully if you guys are interested, if you want to order something, I'll let you know when the store's ready to go. Really making a mess, I know that. Should just use it all up. I'll probably redo these just to make sure they all got a good coating. That's garbage. Alright, so I'll see you when we get these things popped in the smoker. Alright, sometimes what I do is I make these foil envelopes, put some wood in it, put a small hole in it, let the smoke out, and I'll put this directly on the burner of the electric smoker. That way it gets just a little bit more smoke moving around in there. Pretty good. Go for a little while longer. Alright, so we got the probe in the meat. We're trying to get the temperature up to around 165. Right now we're around 154. So hopefully we can get there. If not, we'll just have to leave them in just a little bit longer. Alright, so what we got here, the legs on those pheasants are done. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut the legs off, leave the breast in there a little while longer. And the turkey legs are almost done. So I may just take them in, maybe zap them in the microwave to bring them up to temp. We want to get them up around 160, 165 internal temperature, and they're hovering around 152, 153. So I don't want them to get too dry because then they're kind of like shoe leather. So we're going to take the legs off, breast, take the leg, and get the turkey legs and take them in. It'll be a little bit tricky without getting burned here. These look good. That's hot. Probably could have wrapped them in bacon. Save them from getting so dry. All the juice running out of them. Looking pretty good. Alright, we're sampling some of these pheasants. I forgot to show me putting the rub on them before I put them in the smoker. These things are delicious. If you've never had smoked pheasant before, you need to try some. These things are delicious. Alright guys, that's it for my video. I'll see you on my next one. Thanks for watching.